Okay, I think we're ready for you, Eric.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm Spencer.
And I'm in fucking Dolphin! Yes!
Wow, this is the end. Look at that dolphin jumping around. We're here on the beautiful beach of...
It's a dock.
We're here...
Beach.
Oh, I'm sure we're on the beautiful dock of...
We're in a nice peninsula, right?
Yeah, the peninsula, and we're of
Arizona.
We're in a nice peninsula,
sweet Arizona.
and
where dolphins just go flying.
Dolphins is jumping around. We're having a beautiful
to be
day.
on the internet.
I think that was Echo the Dolphin.
Put me in the shot. That's freaking amazing.
It's exciting. We're here enjoying the hot sun.
Oh God.
Drinking some delicious beverages.
Water from Fry's.
Fries, always a good idea. And we have some beers going on. They're off camera, but we were drinking some earlier. I swear.
Bud Light, don't leave us.
Yeah. And I even had some Quick Trip before I came here, if you believe it or not. Quick Trip. One trip every time. We got a great show. It's 9/13/2014.
That's not the time, folks.
No, that is the date.
Yeah.
We are here in September.
Oh, my sir.
Uh-oh. Cancel the Bud Light because we just got a little
sponsored
Coors Light.
I will have one.
Let me get myself in there. Thank you, Producer Eric.
Producer Eric is his new name.
Yeah.
Coors Light. Drink it till it feels right. Well, no, that's bad.
Wait, drink it.
No. No.
Wait, drink it till it feels right. What's wrong with that?
No.
It's not semen. It's beer.
No, it's not because of that.
Well,
Whatever. Drink up, sir.
drink it till it feels right.
Nothing. Anyway.
What a week. We had some big releases.
What a 2 week.
Well, yeah, we did take a week off.
Yeah.
Sorry, that one guy that subscribes.
Right.
Ruined your life.
Where's the show?
Just sitting in his dark basement holding his knees in a fetal position. We had some big games released. I'm going to go over the past 2 weeks, so it's going to be
Coors Light.
honestly
Coors Light.
not even that big. Yeah. Whoa. For PS4, we had Velocity 2X.
I actually haven't played that. That was the PlayStation 4 free game.
Oh,
I
for
haven't
the
touched it yet,
PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, but everyone fucking loves it apparently. So
Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate.
that's
Is that like a Dynasty Warriors type
Yes,
of
sir.
spin-off? NHL 15. Woo! And then that was it. And then Xbox One had the exact same thing.
oh wow.
Except it also had Minecraft Xbox One Edition.
Oh, we need to talk about that.
Really?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
You want me to hit it now or? Well, it's just like Minecraft might be bought out by Microsoft.
Damn it, that was
And
one
if
of my
it-
stories.
Oh really?
Whatever. Let's go
We'll
into
get
it.
to it.
Let's talk about it. What's up with that?
Well, as far as I know, freaking Notch might be leaving if it gets bought out, which is kind of interesting if you think about it. Kind of shows how he. Well, I mean, granted, he kind of just wanted to make it like fun for everyone.
Right.
He was just like, "Hey, fucking play the game." But at the same time, being bought out by like a larger corporation like that might be kind of not. Well, isn't obviously judging by the way he's talking about it, isn't what he's envisioned for the future of Minecraft.
Yeah.
So if it actually ends up getting bought out, I mean, I don't know how much say he has in like just being like, "Hey, no, deny the deal," you know, whatever. But if they end up getting bought out, he's like, "Fuck it, I'm out of here."
Well, he could just eat. I mean, do you see how much they're going to pay for it?
No, I didn't.
Over $2 billion.
What the dick? This is like the age of like freaking buyouts right now. Everything's getting bought
We should
out.
start out our own little company and make some crappy game and then hopefully become successful.
Well, we have a crappy TV show, so
That's a good start. Someone should buy us out. I'll
Buy us
sell
out.
out. I'll start showing I guess I already do. Thank you, Coors. Yeah, so that should be interesting.
Should
PS3 had everything the same as well, except for
Deathmatch Village. Village?
Deathmatch Village.
God, that sounds.
Again, and I think I've said this before, but some of these names, these games people are coming out with have just the most obvious names. I was listening to it in the bathroom the other day. Don't ask why, but I was listening to a bunch of game releases coming out, and they're called like. I was realizing that games have not evolved name-wise since like the NES days, and you'd think they would, but they're like, we got a bunch of cool games coming out called like Hell Killer, and then Killzone, and then they're like Bloodbath. it's like
oh.
I didn't realize the games had not evolved that way ever.
Well, I mean, there is Destiny.
I was gonna. You are just ruining all of my bits. I was gonna save that till the end of this.
Well, shit.
We'll go in real quick. We had Tesla Grad, Ice Cream Surfer, and Cube Men. Moving on.
Yeah.
And finally, there was also a game released on Steam that I thought was worth mentioning. They always have like a million releases.
Yeah. It's the indie market's dream.
But there was one that caught my eye, and it's called Hodderful Boyfriend.
Oh,
Did you
it's a wonderful pigeon game. Yeah, I actually who did a thing on it? I think it was Peanut Butter Gamer that did a video on it, and I was just like, are you fucking serious? Like, I think it had been out a while, but like they might have re-released it or something like that.
Yeah.
Because a bunch of other people, like I follow like random like YouTubers, like I follow this guy, Many a True Nerd. And he's pretty funny because he challenges himself to play a game a specific way.
Yeah.
So he'll play Mass Effect without guns, or he'll play Fallout and kill everybody. So that's the only two I've actually watched, like all the way through. Granted, but only two I've actually watched. And he's doing Hodderful Boyfriend.
To people who don't know, Hodderful Boyfriend is a game where you're a female and you go to a school of birds. And it's a dating sim, so you have to court the birds.
It's so silly.
And you can have an optional picture of what the male would look like if it were a human being.
And you have to understand, these aren't like anime style pictures of the bird. These are flat out
Like
from reality.
full on.
You know what I mean?
It's very jarring.
There's zero imagination. It's just like, why the and that's the thing that a lot of people ask themselves, why the fuck would you ever play a game like this?
I don't know.
There it is.
But yeah, it's huge. And it's funny because it brought out a certain level of hate that I wasn't really ready for from me. No, well, I saw a friend actually playing it, like the day it came out over here.
Mm.
And I just messaged him, and I was only joking. I wasn't thinking of it in any mean way, but I said, "Hey, pigeon fucker." And I realized that as I said it, it sounded like the meanest phrase. Like that would be the meanest thing to say in like the 1960s. It'd be like a very hateful thing.
You fucking pigeon fuckers! Tired of your bullshit.
Yeah, so I immediately felt dirty and bad by saying it. So thank you, Hodderful Boyfriend, for destroying my psyche.
And relationship with your friends.
Yep. Another game came out that I guess we should probably talk about. It kind of flew under the radar. Kind of an indie darling. It's a game called Destiny.
Yeah, ever heard of it? It's kind of a small deal.
Yeah. I have never played this.
Oh my god! the game is the tits. The game's pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Picked it up, freaking 12 o'clock, and I played for like 30 minutes before the servers got fucked up. But past that, woke up the next morning, servers are fucking ready to go.
All right.
Yes, let's explore this bitch. Played with my two best friends, and we went ahead and ran through the Cosmodrome, which is on Earth, the first area. It's old Russia, and fucking had a ball, like crazy fun. Only thing that sucked was when you get to the first strike and you're not that high level, and you're playing it on hard mode, and you're just like, holy shit, this is taking 30 minutes to beat a boss. But past that, fun as shit.
Oh.
There's a sense of adventure with it. The biggest thing, and I challenge anyone to do this, like this, I had the most fun doing this. So I have access to all the planets now. And I was like, man, I was like really bored. I had my computer up. I was just looking shit up on the internet while I was playing. And like I actually had Many a True Nerd actually up when I finished Mass Effect, the Mass Effect playthrough then. And I was like, man, what can I do to spice this shit up? And then I remember I saw a video about someone recreating the opening scene of Guardians of the Galaxy. Did you see that?
No.
You've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, though, right?
No, I haven't seen it.
my
Everyone's telling me to go see it. You can't get me in a theater. I am so not into theaters.
You're just a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, go on.
See?
So the opening. Okay, so you don't understand Guardians of the Galaxy. Eric, producer.
Producer Eric. He's distracted. He just got into the golden age of the PS3.
Yeah, and he's actually talking to these girls in their bikinis.
Yeah.
Apparently, so he's
Oh yeah,
he's over there.
he's out on the beach walking around in his flip flop.
Nothing. Anyway.
Do you believe that?
So
Producer, you can't even get a hold of him.
God, man. Anyway, so check this out. So the opening of Guardians of the Galaxy, the entire movie really is just riddled with 80s references and 80s like music to it, because the main character, Peter Quill, Star-Lord, gets freaking taken when he's in his in the 80s, when it's in the it's in the 90s, I think. But his mom made him a mixtape. It's called Awesome Mix Volume 1, and it's a bunch of 80s songs, like random 80s songs. So I was like, you know what? Because there's a lot of similarities. Like, trust me, there's a ton of similarities. I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it on. So go to YouTube, and hopefully I'm not, like, ruining anyone's freaking YouTube. Go to YouTube, and it's Awesome Mix Volume 1. I YouTubed it, got it. And it's the entire playlist. And it's all these old, like, 80s and all that shit. 80s, maybe I don't know if there's any in the 70s. Just songs, and like I was pretty freaking, giggity.
Giggity.
I was, and playing through it, it completely matches. So if anything, buy the album off of iTunes, and
Don't you dare steal that.
don't steal it, motherfuckers. Buy the
I
album.
hate stealers.
Bunch of assholes. And go ahead and play it from there. And trust me, everything clicks. But anyway, great game. I actually really like the art direction, the sound, the music. Don't like Peter Dinklage voice acting it, just because a lot of people are having conflicting like theories. Some people say it's because he didn't feel like he thought that video games were that important. But anyone who's really understood video games or industries in general understands that the video game industry is worth more than the movie industry at this day and age.
Yeah.
So and it's not like a who's got the bigger dick. It's just an observation.
Video games have bigger dicks.
They've got 8-bit dick. I can't say 8-bit bigger dicks. So anyway, so there's that, and then there was it's just Peter Dinklage was the only like real gripe, and some parts do feel a little repetitive, but as far as I know, Bungie is working to fix that, so we're a little happy about that. They have all these like weekly things planned out.
So does it get your stamp of approval?
Yeah, I would probably give it like an 8.5 if anything.
Out of?
100. No, out of 10. Out of 10.
It's like, is it out of 15? That's,
It's average.
it's all in perspective.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. So, but it's fun. It's really fun. A lot of people don't like that you can only play with two other people. So fire teams of 3.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, you can only have 3 people right now. They're having raids. I think on the 15th, the first raid comes out. The Glass House, or not the Glass House, the Glass Fortress or whatever. And that's the first 6-man raid, and that's going to be intense. So.
Well, knowing Bungie, the Glass Fortress is always half full. Let's go on to the news real quick. And let's have a little change of scenery, huh?
We're back.
We're back at the beach.
Oh, God. The tide's coming in, but...
Look at those beach bums
Blurry ass waves.
out there. You know what? The beach is a little blurry. I'm going to go back to the dolphin guy.
Yeah, dolphins.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Oh, that was
Where's
scary.
my friend? Where's Echo? Huh?
He's going to go right.
Fucking...
Look at him go. He's just fantastic.
It's phantasmal.
Google Play expands their refund time to 2 hours after purchase.
So Google Play is... Explain that.
So Google Play would be the Android store, essentially. Where if you have an Android phone, I just realized you had an iPhone. I didn't realize that. But if you have an Android, you use Google Play to buy your apps and all that kind of stuff. They gave you a 2-hour window to return anything that you buy off of Google Play.
Mm-hmm.
This helps out.
Exploit the shit out of it. And then return it.
Perhaps, yeah. This helps with kids who buy a lot of apps on people's phones, and then like a bunch of like scratch this guy's face apps, and pick up the dog's poop apps.
Oh, and it's like garbage.
All those like garbage apps. So it helps out with that. So that's good. I think they just lost a lawsuit about it. I think that's why they did it.
Oh God. It's like fuck. Change it.
Give the people what they want. GTA 5 is scheduled to release on the PS4 and Xbox One on November 18th. And the PC version will come out on the 27th of January next year. Does that matter to you?
I'm gonna say the same thing a lot of people said. I bought Grand Theft Auto when it first came out on PlayStation 3. Had frame rate issues on PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360 just because there was so much shit that they were trying to accomplish. It's the same thing, same situation with Last of Us. When you get towards the end of a generation, everything's the fucking shit. Or these major like games that come out are amazing, but it had the same problems as Last of Us, which was they were trying to accomplish too much, so they really had to scale back their game. I saw the trailer for it, and I was pretty impressed because everything looks, upgrade. Everything took a step forward, but I don't really care about the graphics so much. I care about the multiplayer, and a lot of people. Well, I do care about the single player, but I care about the multiplayer. A lot of gripes that people had was that, hey, fucking, where's my heists?
Right, yeah. Are the heists still not in?
The big thing that everyone's saying is that, watch, there's going to be a major update November 18th. And you're going to have your heist. So all along, these people were right saying, hey, maybe right saying online heists are coming when they release it on PlayStation 4. Because we all figured that it would be re-released because it was too late towards the end, and it's Rockstar. Obviously, trying to maximize their market, and of course, if Naughty Dog can do it, yeah, Rockstar can do it. They re-release the same game, better graphics or updated graphics, updated frame rate, more functionality, a more complete package altogether. Yeah, dude, they're gonna make a ton of money.
Me personally, being more of a PC gamer, I would skip the PS4 and Xbox versions and go with the PC one.
To mod it.
For modding purposes, yeah. You can play all the mods.
And that's probably what a lot of people end up doing.
I think it'd be worth the wait.
But, I mean, for those who don't have a PC or can't run it on their current rig and don't plan on switching, PS4, Xbox One.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Some news from last week, too, I just want to squeeze in here.
Squeeze it, dog.
This is actually going to be one of the major topics of last week, but there was a college out and I had all the information, now I don't, but I think it's in the Midwest.
Okay.
And they actually have scholarships for online video games. Specifically, League of Legends was the one that I saw.
Oh my God.
And they're actually paying the students, giving them $40,000 scholarships to go to their school and play competitive online games.
That's
the future.
That's interesting.
Right?
Just consider. I have a weird stance on this.
Oh, I'm gonna hear it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Really?
I get that it's a scholarship, but you have to understand how many hours go into actually being good at anything in particular.
You think they shouldn't be going to school?
No, it's not even that. It's just like you're essentially telling them to have 2 full-time jobs, because obviously everyone's.
But don't athletes have that too?
Yeah, I would say they do, and they do have time to practice and all that other stuff. But it comes down to.
Thank you.
Was that the story?
Yeah, it was out in. Let me get the actual college. Robert Morris University in Illinois.
Illinois.
Illinois. Thank you, producer, who responds when we don't call you, and doesn't respond when we do call you.
Yeah, we called you like 5
And for the beer.
And for the beer.
Thank you.
Coors Light feels right.
There you go. That's fantastic.
Coors Light. Wow, that's tight. Not sexual. So, pretty much, going back to the story, I don't know if I agree with it. Just because I'm not going to say it takes more hours. There's no way to really tell if it takes more hours to be good as an athlete or if it takes more hours to be good at what's it called at
Video
in general.
games.
But the thing about it is I think it's a little too early to be dishing out scholarships. I would say, yeah, further down the line. I mean, games are pretty mainstream nowadays. People don't get alienated if they play video games. Where are you going? Oh, I'm gonna hit up GameStop and go pick up a game. Cool. You know, it's not like fucking nerd. You know, it's none of that shit.
I get called that every day at my house
By who? You're
by my girlfriend.
Oh.
Just
fucking nerd.
yeah.
Get off that Wii U.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Make dinner. Shit.
She's a gem.
She doesn't watch this, does she?
Hmm.
You know what? He's told me so much about you. Listen, he loves you.
I love you so
He
much.
loves you so
I
much.
love you so much.
She's gonna kick my ass. But I just think it's a little too early. I mean, I understand that. Hey, they want to make it more like well known and stuff like that. And obviously, you get perks being the first anything to do something that everyone else eventually conforms to.
Yeah.
But
Like Samsung.
if
With their watch.
if I if I had any changes I would make to it, I'd be don't make it just about League of Legends. Anything competitive.
Well, I'm sure Dota 2 is going to slip in there. But I'm sure you're
Well,
still
see, that's
saying
the
don't
thing, yeah,
pigeonhole it. Don't
MOBAs,
pigeonhole
like
it.
just play MOBAs, that's it. I get that they have a market, but guess what? Guess who had markets way before them? And
StarCraft.
yeah, you have your StarCraft. You have a number of competitive first-person shooters, Twitch-based or like tactical. You have your fighting games. Like, there's so many different things, and then you have other things like other like niche markets. Like you have a bunch of people that speed run for charity and stuff like that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm stretching it, but maybe some sort of a speed run thing, or whatever, or. You know, like it's that might be a little bit too far, but my point is don't just alienate to not even one genre. That's literally one fucking game.
Well, it should also be worth noting that it is a small college. This isn't like a major university. You don't have 7,000
How
students.
do you get the scholarship? You got to be good.
I guess you probably have to stream, would be my guess, is that you're on Twitch and you have a lot of views, would be my guess.
On the regular.
Yeah, but yeah, that's... I mean, they're doing like 40 or so programs of it.
Oh, you have to apply.
And I guess you just apply. But
I'm gonna set up.
but yeah. So
Apply.
small college, they're trying to drum a business, so we'll see how it goes for them.
See what happens.
That was interesting though.
A little weird, but yeah.
Also, last week, I know this is one of the few times that our show is actually going to be helpful to people.
Bullshit.
I was going to tell everybody last week that the Xbox One was going on sale this last week.
In Japan.
No, but it was going on sale for. They were going to have a sale where if you bought the Xbox One, you got a $60 game for free.
What the fuck?
That's right. That's what everyone's reaction was.
Oh my god!
So
You're eating her.
what do you mean?
Oh my god! Yeah, sorry. I
You
apologize.
just scared the dolphin. Look at the dolphin.
Motherfuck!
I can't even get it pointing right. Anyway, so
So she's
she did not say that.
she's all fucking. She can't fuck right.
Yeah, can't poke it in the right direction.
Oh, what the dick?
Frank Gibel, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He's the manager of EA Mobile.
God.
The phone just slipped out of my pocket.
Fucking scared me.
Manager of EA Mobile. He says that the iPhone 6 hardware is on par with modern consoles,
Good for him.
which should make
That's nice.
gaming on them more easy.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I could ever say that he's actually referring to is just the processor itself. Anything outside of that is not true at all.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm quite confident. I mean, go for it and say what you want, but it just feels like a publicity stunt. Lately, iPhone or Apple has been pretty bad with their fucking publicity stunts.
Yeah.
Thanks. I didn't like U2 in the first place.
Yeah.
But I mean, what you heard about that, right?
About you too?
Yeah, U2.
What happened with you too?
U2, as a publicity stunt, in conjunction with both of them, released their album free and put it on everyone's fucking phone.
No.
Yeah, it's
okay. That makes sense because my girlfriend said that a U2 song started playing off of her playlist.
Yeah. Here's the thing, and no offense to your girlfriend, you have to be smart when you use your phone. Okay, I don't have it auto downloading, and I have it only showing music that I have downloaded onto this phone. So that shit doesn't happen to me. So, like my brother, for instance, my brother's like, it's a fucking conspiracy. They have too much power. It's like, motherfucker, it's in your terms and conditions. Like, seriously, you can put that shit on, but it's a matter of.
Is it like a cloud thing?
Yeah, it's a cloud.
Okay, because I was like, it would be so sick if they forced it onto your like storage.
No, they totally did. And that's why a lot of people are like mad about it. It's okay to be mad about it because I'd be mad about it if it were on my shit too. Especially if I have like limited space and they just fucking forced it on. And I'm like, fuck! 2 kilobytes left? What?
Any megs of Bono is too many megs of Bono.
Yeah, so, I mean, a lot of people had problems with it just because it's not that U2 isn't relevant, but U2 isn't relevant. to our market. Like, anyone 30 and below, I would think, doesn't really like U2. If you're fucking sipping wine glasses and you're 65, just hit the retirement check, put on some Bono.
My like 60-year-old mom was like, "You two, aren't they kind of lame?"
God. There you go. There's your demographic.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work out to have that happen. But going back to what we're talking about, they're fucking up anyway. Manager of EA Mobile says this too. I mean, no offense to EA, but they fucked up plenty of times too. Where's my fixed Battlefield?
Where is it, EA?
It's on CTE, and that's it. And only if you applied for it. And as far as I know, only on fucking PC.
That's our first person shooter should be played. Let's go to the next story. The PS4 Drive Dicks. Drive
Dicks? What is that? For what?
Do you have wine?
No, he's got worse.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
I'm not even sure what's going on. Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey.
God, I'm supposed to go to the gym today. I'd have to go to... Oh, shit, I have to go tonight.
Well, now you can be belligerent at the gym.
No, now I have to go tonight. You know, you should have told me about this, and I just would have, like, fucking stayed over.
Well, now I'm going to look like a total vag when I drink this because I'm going to, like, get all choky.
Because I could have brought my fucking...
Why don't you put these in...
4.
Why don't you put these in shot glasses?
Oh!
Okay, this is Fireball Whiskey, by the way.
Cheers, Mike.
Goes down smooth every time. Fireball Whiskey.
That should go to every time. Is every time.
Yeah.
Fireball. Put some hair on your balls.
Are we doing this?
I guess.
Yeah. I hope that it didn't. When I took that swig, I hope that it didn't show up on that screen as me going, ah!
Did it?
Because it wasn't bad at all. It was more of a knee-jerk reaction. When it's cold, it doesn't really hit you. Honestly, when it's warm, it doesn't really hit you either. It's pretty easy to drink. But anyway, so there's a fix. There aren't dicks on the PS4. There's a fix though for your disk drive. And if you hold down the power. So it's a lot. I guess a lot of disk drives are having trouble, like troubleshooting opening. Not a lot, but I'm sure some of them are, and that's why they released it.
You know, they don't like open like.
What is it?
You just like literally like it slides right in.
Well, then something's going on with the disc.
I don't know what's going on with the disc, but yeah, you can actually. That's the debug.
Yeah, apparently there's something wrong with the disk drive then, and the fix of it, if you have one, is to hold down the power button for 2 beeps.
2 beeps. Dose.
Wait 30 seconds. 30.
Really? Oh, you beast.
I'm half Spanish.
Oh,
Wait, half Hispanic. No, I'm not
You're half Spanish,
I'm not
huh?
from Spain. Spencer Trivia, not from Spain.
Really? But you're full, like, American. Happy to be... Or not American.
It's the video game.
Right.
I stay inside a lot. Unplug the console from the power for 3 minutes. That's tres minutos. And once you've done that, apparently you fixed your PS4.
Okay, keep going. Finish it. Let's finish the show in Spanish.
Cerveza! Muy bien! I took 5 years of Spanish.
Oh, really?
That's how I know. I don't know. My own mom is Hispanic and doesn't know how to speak Spanish.
2 years of French, and I was like, I live in Arizona.
Square Enix is using an app called Dive In. It lets users play games on mobile devices, and you pay for it by the day or by the year.
That's pretty neat.
I think they're doing it in Japan right now, and they're gonna.
Of course, in Japan, they're all about fucking mobile gaming. Why can't some of that shit come here?
Well, the games right now, and this kind of ties into the whole Apple saying, or them saying that the Apple product is able to handle games,
Yeah.
because apparently it's playing Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy 7 International, I don't know what that is.
A lot of them still have fucking...
And
Oh,
se-
yeah, I know.
And Season of Mystery.
A lot of them still have fucking flip phones, don't they? In Japan,
Do they?
I think they still do. More, like part of the. They don't like these. If I remember correctly, Japan is not a fan of touchscreen.
Why not?
Phones? I'm not sure. I think they like just the simplicity of it, of just having your flip. Harder to break. You
I'll
know?
give them that.
But I mean, it could just be a stereotype. I've never been in Japan, and I apologize to anyone, any of our viewer base who is actually in Japan right now.
I don't think he is a Japanese person.
Hey, come on, we've got like 7. But yeah,
Yeah, so I think that's an interesting concept. So you pay like, I think it was 250 yen for 3 days, or you pay like
I don't know
1,800
that
yen for
turnaround,
a
though.
year. So I
know
don't.
it's cheap. That's like $5.
Yeah, it's-
Wait, no, that's
No, it
expensive.
should be pretty cheap though. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it
don't.
should be cheap.
It's not a lot. So like, if you can beat a game in 3 days, like you can get it super cheap off
Why
that.
not?
So it's interesting.
But mobile thrives on the fact that you won't, you can't. A lot of mobile games are short anyway.
Well, the phone has such bad battery life that it probably
that
wouldn't
too.
last very long.
They're meant to be taken in, segments and portions and stuff. That's why if you powered through a game like Angry Birds, probably beat that in 2 hours. If you went through it all the way.
Oh, maybe.
But
But you have to play Angry Birds for 2 hours.
Angry Birds for 2 hours. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that would suck. Speaking of EA and their work with their discussions on Apple,
With
work.
Apple. Yeah.
their collaboration,
Sure.
EA is developing for Apple Watch, one of the few companies right now that's actually making games for an Apple Watch. They're somehow syncing between the watch. I don't have a watch, so I'm going to use this bracelet I'm wearing. Made by my girlfriend, her little company that she runs.
Oh,
She makes it.
Apple Watch.
If you want any information on buying it, you can contact me. I will tell you. Yeah, Apple is going to connect with the phone and the watch into some kind of gaming extravaganza. So that seems pretty exciting. I wonder what kind of games they can come up with that will incorporate a wristwatch. Maybe some running apps or something like that. I hear those are really picking up, like the run, or the zombie run or something like that.
Zombie Run.
There's one more there's a zombie chasing you, and it's to get you to run, and so it takes your GPS, and then it says like zombies are coming, like run like 100 meters. As soon as you hit the 100 meters, like it gives you a new thing.
Oh yeah, Zombie Run. Yeah, I remember that because a bunch of my friends from Chicago actually use it.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah, apparently it's picking up some steam.
Yeah, it's pretty. Oh, it's damn. Yeah, it's pretty nice actually. Pretty interesting tool. Regarding EA, I just feel like they're just really sucking Apple's dick right now, or licking vagina, whichever way you want to.
I think Apple is kind of like God, where it's like beyond gender.
It's
Like
I forgot what the term was.
a hermaphrodite.
No, it's not that.
God is not
they
a
are-
hermaphrodite.
They are neither gender, but they're both. It's not like unisexual or something like that. I forgot, but I just feel like
Super gender.
I feel like Apple's just like messing up a little by little every time, and I don't really like this whole partnership with EA because EA was like, we had a couple, like 2 episodes ago, we talked about how EA's trying to turn around and trying to be like, hey, all right, we're going to listen to people. I completely understand that, and I respect them for that. But going into this, it just feels like, I mean, maybe it's just me being, I mean, understand, I have an iPhone. All right, I'm a PC guy, but I have an iPhone. And
Not sure how that happened, by the way.
I could tell you, I got Androids when they first came out. I was like, this is bullshit. Let me get
Oh, you gotta change to an Android now.
Dude, no.
Android's doing what Apple's doing now, but they did it like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but Android's doing stuff that Apple used to do. Like, for instance, we're not going to get into it. We're not getting into it.
Okay.
That's another show. We need to finish this part first.
This show first, and then other shows later.
Shows. But Tech Talk. But the thing, you know what? That's actually Tech Talk.
Yeah.
We can have it as a clock. Oh!
We need to get our producer.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we gotta get in on this Tech Talk.
Yo, that fireball just made me spit mad rhymes. So I don't know. I just in regards to it being about games, I don't know about EA just being like all fucking gung ho with Apple, because mobile games have a market, but
It's not gamers.
it's not gamers. It's not okay. It is gamers, because even if you're on an iPhone or whatever, you're technically considered a gamer. But the other thing to consider is that it's not your fan base. You're casual. You're more casual, hardcore. There's got to be another rule. Like, there's got to be moderate, casual, and hardcore. Like, not in that order, but you know what I mean. Like, there's moderate gamers are like, you know, like they're in the middle. Hardcore is like, hey, fucking, I just speedrun Dark Souls and I didn't get hit once. And then there's casual.
The Dark Souls player.
Yeah, I play Angry Birds.
The Dark Souls player was from the South. Did you know that? The Dark Souls player, you just
Oh, really?
did.
Well, I guess it's for epic name, bro. I think he's from the South. Yeah.
Just want you to know that you labeled them that way.
Welcome back, y'all.
So
This is Dark Souls PvE.
yeah, I'm not a huge EA fan, to be honest. I don't think they're gonna release. If they do release anything, it's not gonna be creative. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I don't really game with that.
It's
But
gonna be real fucking
yeah.
busy work.
This is what we're gonna talk about. Microsoft buying Mojang.
Oh my god.
New Donkey Kong champ. Old record was set by Hank Chien of 1,138,600 points.
I like how you spread out the numbers.
Yeah.
So I know.
just to avoid those commas.
Yeah.
It was the only reason is to avoid using a comma, because I was using the number pad. New record is Robbie Lakeman, 1,141,800. Can you believe that that's still a competitive game?
You know what? I can respect it. It's been around for a minute. It's like the same thing as the whole Pac-Man
Yeah.
thing too. I mean, hell, there was a fucking movie about that. So yeah, this is interesting. Actually, it's pretty nice to see how far we've like come along. 3,000 more points.
Right. Yeah, they take it seriously. It looks
But
like.
it's still cool.
Yeah.
It's like anything has a market. Anything's fun to anybody, and that's the takeaway from this, is that no matter what, you can find fun even in a game that's fucking 20 years old.
Yeah, that's impressive. And now on to our top story.
What the fuck, Microsoft? No, it's not that. Go ahead. Sir.
Our top story is Xbox One went on sale in Japan last week. Well, I don't know how you want to word it, but to put it lightly, they did not do well.
But the question should be asked: do they ever do well in Japan?
So they sold 23,562 units.
So, you know, looking at those numbers, you're like, yeah, okay,
Seems like a big number.
decent.
It should be noted that the PS4 launch was 322,000 units, and the Wii U launch was 308,000 units.
And also further noted, understand that the Wii U launch separate. Oh Jesus, freaking Coors Light feels right. the Wii U actually launched pretty much outside of a gaming thing. Like there was hype, but it wasn't like hype like, oh, PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. You know, like it was literally standalone. So those numbers actually mean more for them.
Right. And man, that doesn't look good for Xbox One.
But that's the thing you got to ask is, what do they offer that, you know,
a Japanese gamer is into?
what? And the thing was,
Yeah.
and the article that I'm sure you read too, pointed out that it sold a lot of copies of Titanfall, and then you're like, oh well, a lot of Japanese players like Titanfall. That was part of the bundle. They count the numbers from the bundle. So I believe it was 18,000 of those were from the bundle, or something like that, some number, and then the rest was like a bundle for like Connect Sports. So it's like, you know.
Well, apparently, so now if you go on Xbox One and you're still playing Titanfall for some reason, and
Why?
you're gonna go up against some like confused Asians.
You know, I definitely don't know why now that like Destiny's out. Like Destiny has solved my sci-fi like fucking fix.
Yeah, there's no reason to play Titanfall at this
And-
point,
and
unless you just don't want to pay for.
I mean,
That's
Titanfall
it.
might be a balanced like competitive shooter or whatever the case is, and that's fine. But you know, Destiny right now, from what it's showing, is showing more promise than what Titanfall's offering. So it's not exactly.
Yeah. I just 23,562 units. Does a GameStop in Japan look like
Probably not.
all Sony and Nintendo?
Oh, I thought you said, does it look like ours? It's like, no, they're probably like,
And then
what?
It's a vending machine.
It's a vending machine.
Oh.
According to our completely
yeah, an omnipotent
voice.
voice out there who's feeding us information. Yeah, I guess they have vending machines, but they have stores too. But I just wonder if the stores kind of put Microsoft in like one little 4-foot section or something. And it's like a niche market or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but at the same time, like from a competitive standpoint, Microsoft is losing really bad because the secondary market, I feel, or I wouldn't say secondary, it's probably like a third market.
Tertiary.
Tertiary, thank you, sir. I was trying to think of the word. I knew it started with a T. Tertiary market is Japan. I would say the secondary is UK. The first is America, North America, to include Canada. Hey, what's up, buddies? But
We don't include Canada here.
oh God, yes we do. Please. Don't leave. Don't unsubscribe. But the thing is that look at it from the competitive and the sales standpoint. Microsoft has never done good in Japan. And the biggest reason why, and I can completely vouch for this, is they ask, what do they offer that PlayStation doesn't offer? Or that the Wii doesn't offer? They don't have anything. As of right now, the only thing they have in the works that could even attempt to pull numbers is Tomb Raider. Because it's owned by Square Enix.
Yeah.
That's it. Past that, they don't have anything
Well,
in the works that we know of.
and everyone thinks of Xbox as like a first-person shooter console.
The more mainstream console, yeah.
Yeah, and to my knowledge, Japan is not the most interested in first-person shooters. They're not. That's not their big thing. They like their. They've moved on to a weird.
They like mobile gaming.
Mobile gaming. Yeah, will do well, but they moved on to a weird subculture of gaming. Kind of where we're not really there in America right now. We're kind of more still in that mainstream pocket.
Yeah.
In Japan, they another thing about Asian markets is they do not have good attention spans. And I guess good is kind
Don't
of.
say that!
Let me rephrase the word good. It's the fireball talking. I don't think they're good. I don't think it's a good
kick us
attention span. I think they don't have long attention spans. And it shows in all their products. They redesigned
I
the
just got that long attention span?
they redesign Coke cans all the time. Everything
Don't
changes.
alienate our
I am proving that I understand the other cultures here.
Oh my God.
You guys are small people. But the problem is
dying tonight.
they have a different kind of opinion on products that kind of come out there, and they don't like to see the same thing over and over again. They like, if they've already seen it before, exactly, that's the word. They love variety. So as soon as they've had a can of Coors Light, they want the can to be blue next time they drink it. It's just how it is. They have their candies revamped every year. Everything changes, and they don't like to see. I'm sure that factors into the fact that they don't really want to see the same first-person shooter recycled a bunch of times. Whereas we're okay with it as long as you upgrade the graphics and you maybe the environments are different a little bit. They like to see different things. That's why from Japan you get all these weird games like a dating sim where you go to a high school full of birds.
Was that actually Japanese made?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it was.
I mean, the name makes it seem like it was.
But anyway, that's why you get things like that. That's why their RPGs keep changing, much to my dismay. But they do keep changing. Granted, they still love Dragon Quest. Thank you. Please keep it the same. Don't make that a real-time strategy game or something like
There's
that.
a Dragon Quest event in Final Fantasy now.
Really?
It's getting ready to come out, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, go play it, man.
It makes sense now.
Go
that
get you a little
some by the same country.
slime. I think a slime's a pet you can get.
Oh, that's so cool. But anyway, yeah, they're a different market, and I don't think Microsoft is even trying to cater to that. I don't think Microsoft even cares. Like Sony and Wii do a great job because they promote those weird games that kind of.
Let me pause. Wii doesn't. The Wii rehashes. Look at all of the Wii's mainstay games.
But that's the thing is it's
Essentially
not about mainstay games.
What, their first party?
They have a ton of games. If you look at developer Level 5, who's one of my favorite developers right now.
Okay.
They are a fantastic company.
With games such as
They were on the PS2 with games like one of my favorite games of all time, Dragon Quest 8.
Mm-hmm.
They did Rogue Galaxy on there. They did I think Dark Cloud 2.
Yeah, Dark Cloud. Yeah.
I think those now they're into a lot of like the mobile market. Not mobile as in mobile, like mobile as in I guess you wouldn't call this mobile, but the 3DS. They'll do games. Handheld market. They do games. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it's a game where you're a kid and you're in a town and there's like going to be a monster attack in like 10 days or something, and you have to figure out a whole bunch of puzzles and stuff. They're into like these kinds of games that take what you know and then take an interesting spin on them. They got Ace Right. They got games like that.
Ace Right.
That's a Capcom game. I love it. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney.
Objection!
Objection! Yeah, sorry, but yeah, they got games like that.
Dude, Phoenix Wright just gets me hard all day.
I love that.
I love like when you get through. Hold it! You're like,
I knew it. Shit's about to get real.
So pumped. We should do a let's play of that.
Oh my god, I would love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
we should do a let's play of that.
Let's do it.
Go fucking berserk.
But Japan is into that kind of stuff of making games that haven't been made before. And Microsoft is, when I think of the different, like Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft is the last in line to make a game that hasn't been done before. And that's why I think they'll never do well. Plus, they're Western. I think Asians don't.
I think that's the biggest thing.
They just don't feel like it's theirs.
What? Now, you have to ask, what exactly is Microsoft's first party lineup compared to...
First party lineup? Do they even have a first party? Is 343 Studios considered their first party?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, they have Halo.
They have Halo. It's a great game.
They have that one game that they're making, Project Spark. Isn't that them? Or is that because they're using?
What was that? That was like E3 last year, wasn't it?
E3 this year.
It was E3 this year.
Yeah.
God damn, I didn't pay attention. Yeah. So Project Spark.
But not. Yeah.
I think Microsoft spends more time buying shit. Oh, look at that! Minecraft spends more time buying original IPs than they do making them. They like to take other people's ideas. Don't take it the wrong way. You know,
it works.
We try to remain unbiased here, but they focus more on, hey, they got a good idea. We got the money. Let's buy them out. In the case of Sony, I mean, granted, you know, one of my favorite franchises is the Soul series. I have not played any of the Kingsfield games, but the Soul series was just exactly what I needed. I liked a game that, punished me for fucking up. And now they're coming out with Bloodborne, which, fucking, I've got a hard on just talking about it. And the thing about Bloodborne...
I'm going to scoot over just a couple
right.
inches.
You might want to duck when we get done. Stand up. You feel me? Anyway, so, Bloodborne, for instance. Bloodborne is totally Sony only. Like, it's part of the Demon Souls franchise. Not or part of the Demon Souls series, not the Dark Souls series, which is multi-platform. So that's their original IP, and it's original IP that has worked. As they had to kind of like fucking go out there on a limb, but that's their more hardcore game. And then they had their lighter games like Ratchet and Clank, and freaking and Sly, like
Sly Cooper,
to compete with more Nintendo
right.
oriented stuff,
Which is smart.
So they're more the in between of everybody. They have a little for everybody. The Wii U doesn't have as many hardcore games. You got like Zombie U.
Zombie U, which is weird. I don't know what that is. So I didn't buy it.
It's zombie survival.
I mean, but
Some people really like it. Like I know Leo likes it, but
Oh, okay.
so there's that, and then you have a couple of other games that are just more like family oriented and stuff like that, which is fine. Then you have Xbox, which really can't do the family market that well, but they do the hardcore pretty decent. By hardcore, I mean just fucking Halo, but still, they have their.
Well, I mean, they have a really strong online multiplayer market.
Oh shit! I'm a fucking idiot. They have Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
They own Killer Instinct.
Oh, that's a Microsoft game.
It's Microsoft.
There you go.
They own Rare. So Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was your fucking fault. So fix yourselves. Fucked up.
Yeah, Rare is. I think I talked about it before. Rare is not anything anymore. But
They're Killer Instinct. I'm not doing too bad right now. Did you grow up with Killer Instinct?
it was always there, but I was always like, isn't that Mortal Kombat? And
Yeah, that's kind of true. It's like,
I just-
isn't that Mortal Kombat's ugly stepsister?
Yeah.
But that's his own thing. But yeah, I really don't know. Can anyone be surprised that it didn't sell well? I mean,
Yeah, I don't. It was expected, but when you look at those numbers, it's really ugly.
it's
Undoubtedly. I mean, there's no other word for it.
Not
right?
only that, but the bad press that it's gotten. Microsoft has just been fucking up left and right. The initial launch, well, not the initial launch, E3, and
Announced DRM.
yeah, and keep in mind the then president at the time of Sony. Wait, was it president? Very important guy. I forgot his name. Literally fucking dropped the mic when he was talking to what's that dude's name? Whatever. He used to work for G4. Knightley or Rowley, whatever. Geoff something. Literally, he dropped the mic when he was talking to him. He was like, "Yeah, we fucking kicked Microsoft's ass," and he's absolutely right. And a lot of people, like, some people really thought too much into the situation. Some people were like, "Oh, hey, fucking, they didn't do that much." It shows
Yeah, it's
in this.
painful.
and the thing is they lost one of their markets really with this. They have to really pull something together to get it back, and until then, they're fucked. Completely
Well,
fucked.
But of course, as gamers, hopefully they do pull out because competition creates quality. So hopefully they do kind of pull something out and really surprise everybody and pull forward. I want them to succeed. I mean, it really benefits everybody to have everybody succeed
Yeah.
because then you get a company that wants to do better and another company that wants to do better than that.
That's why I want Nintendo to release a fucking actual next-gen console. No offense.
I still argue Wii U is on an upturn right now. It's going to be huge in a couple months.
Well, I just want them to release something that's like more in line with the fucking N64, maybe GameCube. GameCube was pretty next gen when it was.
I was under the impression that GameCube was the strongest of all those consoles. It was supposed to be
No.
like technology-wise. Technology-wise,
I don't agree with that. but-
it was in competition with the Xbox. Both of those were much stronger than the PS2.
Yeah,
PS2 had better games, no doubt. But
yeah, that's what.
but GameCube's hardware was pretty fantastic.
I would still argue that the PS2 had the better controller too.
I would argue that.
Yeah.
I would argue for the
Okay,
GameCube
okay.
controller in certain ways.
No, I did talk to you guys about that. Like,
I would argue that the
yeah.
GameCube controller was also fantastic for what it was.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at it now, who do they take after? Both the Wii U and the Xbox One take after the PlayStation's original controller, the DualShock.
So that sounds like a story for another time.
Another time.
I'm Spencer.
And I'm Justin.
And this has been The Itch. Thanks for joining us. Maybe next time we'll be in a castle or something.
Go scratch yourself. Now. Fucking do it. Fucking do it.
I'm going to put that whole thing on there.
Yeah. Scratch. Don't break eye contact.
Okay.
No, you can turn it off.
Oh, okay.
Don't break eye contact.
I'll
Scratch yourself. Scratch yourself.